And Barrett, they said, a population is defined as any group of organisms of the same species. Always remember, population is the same species that occupy a particular space and function as a part of a biotic community. Okay, you can remember this because it is easy. Okay, that is, a population is defined as any group of organisms of the same species that occupies a particular space and function as a part of a biotic community. Okay, then go to the types of population. Population is defined in two types, that is unitary and modular. Okay, unitary and modular. So what is the definition of unitary population? Each individual is derived from zygote, okay, the product of fertilization of male and female gamete. So what is zygote? It is the fertilization of male and female gamete. You don't have to remember this, you will read this in your next years. They are mobile. Mobiles means they can move. The body of unitary organisms is determined structure consisting usually strictly defined number of parts. Means how to define if the population is unitary or modular? The number of parts, okay, is strict, okay, strict, such as legs or wings, established only during embryogenesis. That is, all dogs have 4 legs, all squid have 2 eyes, and humans are perfect examples of unitary organisms. So we are the best examples of unitary organism because our organs, okay, our organs are strictly defined in numbers and that are developed during embryogenesis, means the formation of embryo after zygote. Okay, so next move to modular population. What is modular population? This is single or few individual arise from zygote, okay, and then produce other individuals modules by asexual means. So when we study about unitary population, it is sexual means, okay, but when we come to modular population, it is produce other individual by asexual means. Okay, then individuals of this population exhibit variation in their morphological features. Morphological features means what we see externally. Okay, the body plan of modular organism is based on an intermediate structure composed of iterated units of modules or modules arrayed at various level of complexities. What then? Such as leaves, twigs and branches. Means the same body part, okay, convert again into different body parts. Like in plants, the branch or the stem comes as, okay, the body part of plant that comes as stem that again develop into leaves, again into twigs and many branches, or this is in asynchronological order. Okay, in modular organism neither timing nor form is predictable, so the timing and form is non-predictable. Like in unitary, okay, like in unitary we have seen here the definite, okay, the definite number and the established during only embryogenesis. Okay, established during only embryogenesis. Here you can see it is defined, okay, then established during only embryogenesis. Okay, but in modular what is the different? It is there is no timing of formation of the body part, or it is unpredictable. Okay, unpredictable, whereas unitary is definite. Okay, then let's go to the other slide, that is the unique and group attributes of population. What is attribute? Here we can say the characteristics of population. So what is the characteristics? Here as you can see, a population has characteristics that it shares with an organism as well as characteristics that are its own unique position. Means it have two types of characteristics, that is its own characters and the characters which it shares with other organism in its population or in its group. Okay, so unique means its own position and group attributes means share with an organism. Okay, then the former might be called in a loose sense its biological attributes. So as it is a living individual and it deals with different organisms and its environment, so this is called biological attributes, biological characters. The latter its unique attributes which are largely statistical. This is not to say that a population is unique only as a statistical entity. So what it means, we cannot say the characters of a population is only unique, or we cannot say the population of a the characters of a population is only grouped. Okay, so it is called biological attributes. Again, the point merits further elaboration. Below are discussed the biological attributes. So here are given some biological attributes. Let's see it. A definite structure, okay, definite structure and composition is constant for any moment of time but fluctuate with age. Because we are studying about population, okay, so they have definite structure, right, and composition, right, it's constant, okay, for any moment of time, because there is no change in structure and composition but fluctuates with age. Fluctuate with age. Population means an organism. It is let's take an invertebrate. It is in its larval stage. Larval stage, and with passes of time, okay, it grow into an adult one. Okay, so what is the differentiation? It fluctuates with age. Okay, then next one, the population is ontogenetic. Okay, what is ontogenetic? The development of an individual from the zygote to an fully grown individual. Okay, what is ontogenetic? Ontogenetic means development of an individual from zygote, okay, zygote to adult one, fully grown adult one. It exhibits growth, differentiation and division of labor, maintenance, senescence and death. Okay, so what it goes through? It goes through growth, as you will study in your higher sections, that is from fertilized egg, okay, that is zygote. Zygote again grow to embryo, embryo again differentiated, okay, or developed into an fully grown adult. Before zygote we can see the process of growth, division. Okay, so what is that? That is from formation of the sperm and egg, that is the spermatogenesis, okay, and the oogenesis. So it exhibit all type of ontogenetic processes, okay, division of labor, maintenance, senescence and death, at last death. So the population has heredity. The population has heredity because we have seen the what is the main characteristics of population, that it is of same species, okay, single species. So they are heredity, they have heredity, or population has heredity. The population is integrated by both genetic and ecologic factors that operate as independent mechanism. So as we have seen that it has biological attributes, okay, so it interact with its environment also. So the population is integrated both with genetic, where we have seen the heredity, and ecological factors. Okay, what are the ecological factors? Like light, temperature, soil, air, rain or water. Okay, water. So these are the ecological factors. Okay, then like the organisms, the population is a unit that meets the impact of its environment. So like organisms, because population is a group of organisms. Okay, sorry, population is a group of organism. Okay, is a unit that meets the impact of its environment. So it meets the impact of its environment or ecological factors. Okay, right? Let's go. Then the main characteristics of an environmental population is population density. Okay, what do you mean by density? The volume. Okay, so Krebs in 1978, okay, maintain the size of density of a population is its basic characteristic which evokes much interest. So Krebs first determine the population density, and what is it? I can say that population density can be defined as the number of individuals, okay, number of individuals per unit area, okay, or volume at a given time, or volume at a given time. Okay, let me recall it. That is population density, okay, can be defined as the number, yeah, here it is, the number of individual, okay, population density is defined as population size in relation to some unit space, or population size in divided by total land area. Okay, so before going to this book part, you'll write it down. That is, population density can be defined as the number of individuals per unit area or volume at a given time. Okay, so what is that? We can define it here like the book said, is the population density is defined as population size in relation to some unit space. Here it is a unit space, and here number of organisms. Okay, how many organisms lives in a particular area, it is population density. Got it? Okay, then how to define or how to calculate population density? It is given here, that is population size divided by total land area. Okay, population size divided by total land area. Population size divided by total land area. Okay, as the number of individuals or population biomass per unit area or volume, 4 million diatoms per cubic meter of water or 200 pounds of fish are per acre of water. Okay, so okay, look, that is means how to the calculation part is written in not alphabetical order. That is population size divided by total land area. Okay, it is generally stated and expressed as the number of individuals or population biomass per unit area. Again, in simple words, 200 pounds of fish per acre of water surface. Okay, this is acre of water surface, and the total number of fishes or the weight of the fishes is calculated as the population density. Okay, here you can see the factor affecting population density. What are the factors that affect population density? These are natality, mortality. What is natality? Natality is the birth rate. We will study about it later. And what is mortality? It is the death rate. Okay, so birth rate means natality and death rate means mortality. Then what is immigration and immigration? As you can see the arrows, immigration means group of population coming into the area or unique area, specific area. And what is immigration? Leaving or population, leaving a population from that specific area is immigration, means it affect the population density. When immigration, it is positive in nature, like here you can see the sign. Okay, the positive sign here means they are positive in nature, they have positive effect in density, whereas mortality and immigration, they are negative in nature. Okay, so crude and ecological density. Again, density is of two types. What are that? Is the crude density, okay, and the ecological density. What is crude density? It is the density or number or biomass per unit total space. Means this is a unit total space, and here the density of the population. Okay, simple. Then ecological density. It is the density of number or biomass per unit of habitat space or available area or volume that can actually be colonized by the population. Means crude density means total area, okay. Ecological density means some area of the total space, okay, and the volume within that area. Means this is crude density, and these are ecological densities. Got it? Okay. Then come to the graphs. Here you can see that means the crude density and ecological density are represented in graphs by Odom in 1971. So what is ecological density? This is ecological density, okay. Then this is crude density, and this is water level, okay, means number of fishes. So look at ecological density, it rise up, okay, then it become constant, and then it's slow down, okay. But in case of crude density, it is from up, down, and then again up, okay, because it affected by the ecological density. And here it is the water level, or what we are saying about the total space.